Yeah. Get down. 2 times. Get down. Don't care. Get down. Like that. 1 time. Hands up in the air, we're gonna wave them like we don't care. 1 time. 2 times. There's a party in the air and you can bet your ass I'll be there. Tonight. All night. Ran today. I'm on the scene.
Zach.
Nah, I mean,
Kev,
We
we're
are
back.
the bass is bumping.
We are back.
Beer chilled off.
Happy March. The weather's starting to look good here. I
Finally.
mean, it's 50-something out here. You know what I mean? This is driving me nuts here real quick. There we go. But, yeah, we're back. We're back. We had a week off, kind of. I hope you guys enjoyed the funniest moments from our first year of podcasting. We had a little bit of everybody in there. It was all over a smorgasbord. You know what I mean?
Dude, I was laughing so hard at some of them. Some of them that, even from episodes that I wasn't on before, dude, I was laughing so hard.
Right.
Some of the stuff that we did that I just kind of forgot about. And
And dude, it's funny because, like, I was going back and like, I kind of had it all done, but I was like, oh, this was kind of, and you got into something else, and you'd find like 5 other, like, oh, I wish I put that in there, blah, blah, blah. Like, but, you know, you can only do so much. You can only do so much.
Absolutely.
But what I would like to do, right out of the gate, we got a big news. I think it's kind of the biggest news of the offseason already.
Yep.
I'm not sure if you probably know, but let's give it. Tommy DeVito re-signs with the New England Patriots. Tommy Cutlets.
Yep.
Big news. Probably the biggest news we have.
Yep. So far, Patriots making a big splash. You know, we
Big
went out.
splash.
We went out and got our guy back, our trusted quarterback, and our lovely Tommy DeVito, Tommy Cold Cuts, and
Little cutlet action. Yep.
But 2-year deal. I mean, why not? You need a backup quarterback. He's capable of playing in games if Drake May goes down. So I'm not. I think it's a little bit, maybe too much money, but hey, quarterback's got to get paid, so it is what it is.
Right, and you know, you don't want him to hit free agency, so you know you got to let him. You gotta. But no, let's get into the big news. Broke what, Friday night? Is that what it was?
Yep.
Broke Friday night. I was sitting on the couch, hurting. Went skiing, and that's a whole nother story in itself. What do you got, the fan going on over there?
Yeah, I'm trying to like. It's like, I think it might be Rose upstairs, but it seems like
Was
it's
she
like right outside
vacuuming?
I don't even know. Hang on.
It's okay, dude. It's not that big a deal. Shut up, Rose. Oh, so yeah. Hold on.
All right. Put an end to that quick.
What? I can hear what?
I had to put an end to dude, because like with my headphones on, I thought it was like I couldn't even tell where the hell it was coming from. I didn't know if it was a mysterious vent in the basement all of a sudden. I had no idea.
Yeah, like it sounded like maybe forced air, like a fan, or Rose is
All
up
right.
there. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's get into it. So Mason Crosby, big trade. All right. Was it 2 first rounders this year, next year, going to the Baltimore Ravens?
Yep.
I was under the impression that he wasn't even going to get traded, but
I was. So the huge thing with this guy is he's a great defensive player, and obviously the Raiders aren't like right now. They kind of needed to get rid of him. I think it was a great trade for honestly both teams. Raiders got 2 firsts for 2 years. Like great trade for the Raiders. They're rebuilding. They're not going to be good for a couple of years. That's them. So good deal. I honestly thought he would have gone to a team that like Well, now that the Ravens, I guess, got Minter, who is like a defensive head coach, I honestly wanted him to go to. I mean, bias. I wanted him to come to the Patriots. Mike Vrabel, known for defensive. Like I thought that would have been a great matchup. But my buddy's a huge Ravens fan, and the second this he texted in the group chat about it. I looked it up immediately. I was a little butthurt about it, but I think it was great trade for both teams. Honestly, Ravens get their guy, Raiders get their picks. I think it was a great deal on both ends.
Right. Well, and that's the thing is like, I know the Cowboys were in it. I think the Eagles were in it because I believe there was something with the Eagles. I saw maybe throwing Jalen Carter and a first round in there because Jalen Carter, they just re-signed, what's his face there? Jordan Davis. Eagles just signed Jordan Davis to his off his rookie extension and give him a great deal. And then Jordan Davis is playing, or Jalen Carter is playing in his last year of his rookie contract this year. This is his fourth year. So it was like, you get rid of him, you kind of get rid of the money. But, I kind of like the deal. I like the Eagles not going after him. It's just it's two first rounders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But boy, he would make a difference for sure. You know
Absolutely.
What I mean?
On any team. I mean, he's like one of those guys immediately. He makes your defense a whole lot better, whoever got him. I mean, he is a scary guy coming off the edge. He's got to be top 3 defensive ends. I mean, Myles Garrett, obviously, but Max Crosby. I mean, on the Raiders, too, where you're not ever really getting primetime game. I mean, he's made a great name for himself, incredible player. So, I mean, props to both sides, I think, made out well in the deal. So,
yeah, and trades going all over the place. Trades going. So let's take a little look at some of these trades here. I don't know if you can see that, but the Trent McDuffie, McDuffie, that was a big one. You know what I mean? And that was a lot too. What is that? A first round, a fifth round, sixth round, and a third round. So the third round is next year.
Next year, yeah. This was like kind of like started the everything off. Like this was like the first big one. Trent McDuffie has had. I mean, last season he was he's just been incredible at the beginning of his career, and I think the Rams are kind of trying to go all in right now. I mean, their team was incredible last season, obviously. Who knows how long Stafford's going to keep playing? I think that they're really trying to go all in and win it this year just to get him another one.
It's in it to win it. Like it's all in.
Yep.
And then the DJ Moore, like that's big for Buffalo.
Absolutely.
Because what I've been saying, not to toot my own horn, that Buffalo needed that number one wide receiver. They never had that number one wide receiver, to take them over the edge. It's the T.O. and McNabb. I mean, I'm not putting DJ Moore in with T.O. skills.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, and they was that. Who did they release? I thought it was Keenan Coleman there, but it was Samuels. They released that Samuel.
Yep.
But and then there's one on here I don't have. The Montgomery got traded. Where did he? To the Texans.
Yep, Texans.
And then they released Mixon. I mean, Mixon's great, but he's always hurt.
Always hurt, and that's like one of those. I was like a little bit when that first broke. I was like, okay, so now they got like Chubb, Mixon, if he's ever going to play, like whatever that deal is. But I thought that was, one, I'm a huge fan of Jahmyr Gibbs, always have since he came into the league. Huge fan of him. Really happy that now he's solo in the backfield of Detroit. I think he's going to have an incredible season coming up. I think he might be the best running back in the league next year and like for a couple more years.
He's a machine.
He's always been top of the league, and he split carries with David Montgomery, especially in like the red zone where Montgomery would take a lot of the end zone snaps and stuff like that. I think it was good for Jahmyr. I think, honestly, Texans get a guy who, like, David Montgomery is a good running back. He's very well capable. And then Nick Chubb, whatever they're going to do with him, I don't know if they're going to maybe just because they still got the Damian Pierce guy. Like they had a lot of going on in that running back room.
Oh yeah.
But that was a good one, especially for I think the best person who made out in it was Jahmyr Gibbs. Like honestly, I think they're going to be. It's just
because he's got the talent and he's just sitting there doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's not doing anything, and he's got the he's got the skills. I believe.
Oh yeah, it was like a bummer, especially like that guy is just too good to ever like be on the sideline from like a whole drive. And when they would do that, they'd split drives and stuff like that. He's going to have an incredible, especially when he's like a top 3 running back when he was splitting carries, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
right.
Now he's the number 1 solidified, doesn't really have, he's going to be playing pretty much every snap for them, and he's going to go crazy, I think.
Oh, yeah. And then what do we got? Zaire Franklin, the linebacker for the Colts, they got traded to the Packers.
Yep.
Which I think the Packers they released, who was it? Woodley or not Woodley? What was his name there? Because they just got rid of one of their linebackers. And what I'm noticing here is that some of these teams are filling holes immediately.
Yep. Oh,
so let's look at the Bears. What's his face retires immediately, and then they trade for Garrett Bradbury from the Patriots.
Yeah, who's honestly like he's like a guy where again like the Bears like a couple times you see Caleb Williams running around all the time. They don't have like an outstanding line. It's not like this guy's a stellar all-star center or anything. He's not the best, but he's definitely a solid center to have.
Right.
We'll miss him over in Pat's Nation for sure. But I think it was just like you said. I mean, teams are filling holes immediately, and so far it's looked pretty good for everybody involved for each thing. Like it seems like, especially going back to the DJ Moore one,
right?
DJ Moore being like he's a very good deep threat wide receiver.
Yes.
Like he knows how to run 20+ yard routes very well. And then you got Josh Allen who could throw the ball 85 yards if he wanted to.
Right.
He can throw that thing wherever. And I think I think Max Crosby, he's going to be fine. Trent McDuffie's going to be fine. I think DJ Moore is one of those guys where it's like so much talent, but he could kind of, in Buffalo, we might not see it work out. He's had some things. Josh Allen likes to keep the ball. Buffalo likes Josh Allen to be the guy. So if they can kind of get over that, I mean, DJ Moore, deep threat with Josh Allen could be absolutely lethal. If he stays healthy and everything, they could go pretty far. But it's the Bills, They see every Buffalo fan says this is their year, and then
it's been
5 years in a row. So I mean,
dude, I saw a couple things. I saw one thing where they were like it was like they waited till Sean McDermott to leave because it's the same thing. Buffalo's been screaming, we need a number one. And then Sean McDermott gets fired, and they bring in a number one. It's like, dude, what the muff? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But have you seen pictures of the new stadium or at all, or
no,
video?
No.
Oh man, it's pretty sick.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
I could
sure.
try to find it real quick if you want. Let's see. What's it even called? Bill's new stadium, right? Let's see. Dude.
Let's see.
Oh yeah. If I don't find it in 2 seconds, I'm just gonna ditch this.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now. New Highmark Stadium. Is that what it's called?
Oh, here it
looks
is, right here.
fucking
Here
dope.
it is. Here it is. So I'm gonna share this instead. You see that, right? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna close this. Open that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's right here.
Looks dope.
So this is obviously still under construction.
Yep.
This is the picture here. Where is it? Right there. I mean, that looks pretty sick. It's nothing like their old stadium at all. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got these little tunnels under, so they come out from under here. These little tunnels, if you can see.
Oh, really? I did. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw a video of Joe Brady, and I think it's only on the home side. I saw a video of Joe Brady kind of like seeing the field for the first time. And he came walking out from under here, like underneath. So it's like a little thing. But, dude, it's just sick. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the new stadium. That's pretty sweet, you know?
Yeah.
But, all right. So, anyway, a little freestyle, get in on it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But let's get into here. So, there is... Look at there's multiple teams with first round picks this year, which is kind of crazy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We got the Raiders with the first pick in the 14th, right?
Yep.
Add in that. The Jets 2 and 16, the Browns 6 and 24, which they will just do something
Always
dumb with it. You know what I mean?
Always do. It's
the Chiefs.
probably the
How about the
Jets, too.
Chiefs? Yeah, the Chiefs, because the Raiders are going to go they're going to go after Mendoza.
Of
You know
course.
what I mean? That's the rumor, And then you got the Chiefs with the 9 and 29th pick. And then the Cowboys, I believe one of these is it the Quinion Williams or the Sauce Gardner pick? I can't, one of those is, but yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And and I think the Cowboys knew they had all those picks, and that's probably why they were trying to throw in on the old Max Crosby deal.
Yep.
Yep,
absolutely. But I read something with like the Cowboys, their deal with the Raiders, like I was surprised that they didn't match it at least. Like I think they offered a first and a second.
Okay.
Instead of just, I don't know exactly if they hear the other offer. Oh, we're getting 2 firsts for them from the Ravens, but I would have kind of tried to match it at least this year. Maybe give the 20th pick and then next year's pick or whatever, because the Cowboys could have used them, and the Cowboys could have had a nice defense with Max Crosby.
Right.
But Jerry Jones, it's Jerry Jones, doesn't want to give up too much.
Jerry Jones.
But
I did, and I was shocked at this, and I did actually see that Dak restructured his contract. Quinion Williams restructured to free up a bunch of money. Still no CD Lamb because it was, I think the number was like, he was trying to get Dak, CD Lamb, Quinion Williams, and Kenny Clark. And if they all restructured, they could have freed up like $63 million
wow.
in their contract, which is pretty big. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But, yeah, I mean, I was surprised that Dak did. And I saw Dak and his lady friend, they just about to get married, and they went their separate ways.
Oh, really? I didn't see
That's
that.
what I saw it the other day.
You took a left turn there. I was like, oh, what's he got about Dak and his female? And then all of a sudden you're like, getting married and going splitting ways. I was like,
Yeah,
whoa.
I
Okay.
think I said, and dude, not to get, bring the show to a different level. We're not in the Real Housewives.
Yeah.
We're not entertainment, but it popped. There's a Football Forever. There's a lot on there. It's Facebook, Instagram. But it was like a month before their wedding, they called it quits.
He's like, I'm not feeling this anymore. He's like,
She's like, if you say "here we go" one more fucking time, I'm gonna fucking stab you in the fucking face.
I can't take it anymore. I'm out of here.
And he's like, "Oh great, here we go."
That's it, you bastard.
He's like, like, she smashes the bottle, starts stabbing him in the neck. Get that cowboy hat off. You're not even a real cowboy. You're a poser. But so anyway, Dak Prescott and his I'm sure he's broken up about it. You know what I mean? But so let's move on here. We got some notable release players. You know what I mean? Oh, whoops. There we go. Where are we? Right here. Some notable release players here. Kyler Murray. So we got Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
So it's not official. I think it's tomorrow tomorrow or Tuesday is the official release of pretty much all these players, because it's not until the fiscal year. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh, what? Tell me to stop vacuuming. Click, 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 click.
We've got something's going on upstairs.
Can't you see I'm trying to do a goddamn show?
Get out of here!
Shh, you break a bottle, stab it in her eye. So we got Kyler Murray, what do you got? Kyler Murray and Geno Smith. I mean, I think Kyler Murray has the more promise to go somewhere decent.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Joe Mixon, obviously we talked about that earlier.
Yep.
He would be a great number 2, like a behind like a Saquon or something, and kind of come in here and there. He just is hurt.
He's always
hurt all the time.
He was so good. He was such a good player, and then I understand, like, with running backs, they're kind of disposable, and like they have short primes and stuff like that. But I mean, if you can't get on the field, a team's not gonna really. They're not gonna spend that much money on you. They're not gonna make you a priority if you're just never on the field, which makes sense.
Right. Yeah, and your boy Stephon Diggs. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
I feel like it was one of those things where it was like bound to happen. You just kind of knew that was going to come. Just with all this guy's drama outside of the league and everything that goes on with this guy. It seems like they parted.
You think it's more because of all that? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I think it's just. I think they parted ways because of it. Like, I think it was a fine, like, because he thanked Patriots. It's not like they released him out of no ill will or anything. But I think it was just because he was signed for 3 years, and and we released him after the one.
He did great. He broke 1,000. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But apparently,
I think it's got everything to do with it.
You can't go choking your personal chef out.
Nope. Can't.
You know what I mean?
Can't choke your chef. Can't. He's just got a lot of shit outside of football that kind of takes over, and it was bound to happen.
I think he's one of those, like, it's kind of like Antonio Brownish, where it's not like, it's mental. It's not them trying to be an asshole. Like, they just have mental issues, like, where, like, look at Antonio Brown. Yep. Remember when he got smoked by
Vontaze Perfect?
And dude, after that is kind of when he started, like, getting weird. Dude, I really think there's, like, brain issues. You know what I mean?
Especially with AB.
Yeah, Mr. Big Chest. He started dyeing his mustache blonde and got, like, nutty. You know what I mean? And I feel like the same thing with Stephon Diggs. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's I don't want to say he's like thuggy, you know what I mean? But I don't know. But
he's just one of those guys where a lot of talent, but like his mind's never like completely focused on football. You know what I mean? Like he's just got other stuff going on. So I mean, I'm not like upset that the Patriots released him. Like I kind of was expecting it to happen, but he helped us out for that season, helped us get to the Super Bowl, and thank you, Stephon Diggs. You will be missed in Pat's Nation.
Right. And then there's A.J. Brown rumors of I don't think A.J. Everybody's like A.J.'s moving on. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think the Eagles are putting the bar so high that what you got to give up for them that they're not going to do it. You know what I mean? But yeah. So yeah, Aaron Jones, he's moving on. He was kind of in and out of injury. You know what I mean?
He's just another one of those guys where it's like great running back when he plays, and he plays like multiple games in a row. It's just I don't think he's had a full healthy season in 5 years. Like he's always out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So let's do a little dive to wrap it up. Let's do a little dive into a little bit of free agency here. NFL's top 10 free agents. Okay. Let's see here. All right.
Where'd I go?
Whoops.
There I am. I was like, where'd I go?
I hit the wrong. Instead of removing this, I removed you.
Yeah, it like popped up. It's
All right, here we
you've
go.
been removed. I was like, oh.
All right. So NFL's weird. I can't believe they have Malik Willis is number one. You know what I mean? But I mean, I guess he does have the potential, you know. Mm-hmm. So I would say let's go down this top 5 here. Let's go. Okay. Well, you know what?
Yeah, there's some guys past it. That
top 6. Let's go top 6. I like that. The Pierce already. He's got he re-signed or he got franchise tagged, I believe. Yep. Mm-hmm. Right. So we'll get him off the board. So let's start Malik Willis. Right. Malik Willis. All right. Decent quarterback, has been a backup to Jordan Love. Kind of bounced around. Teams, because you got Kyler Murray in there too. Yep. And Aaron Rodgers, but I'm so sick of that fucking dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't think they want him back, honestly. After watching that Pat McAfee thing,
yeah,
I think they could give 2 shits about him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
was going to say, yeah, shit show, but hey, it's not my team, so I don't got to worry about that.
No, Steeler Nation. You know, you got... So, all right. So, we got Malik Willis. I can't believe the NFL's got him as the number 1 free agent, but that's a little high for me. I would put him down at like mid-20s. You know what I mean? But teams that need a quarterback, you know, we have, and there's Kyler Murray talks, because I think Kirk Cousins is getting released. So there's some decent veteran quarterbacks, you know. Yep. You got the Vikings, you know what I mean? The Jets may be looking for somebody just to fill in for a little bit. The Raiders, right? Who do the Raiders got? Nobody, right?
Yeah. Obviously, they're going after Mendoza, but I guess they're going to...
That's right, Mendoza.
I would assume they're just going to throw him right in. They released Geno, so I guess he's just going to start, and right off the bat, I mean, number 1 pick, had an incredible college season this year, so makes sense. So I don't think they'll go after him. I don't like, or I do like the fact that now that Kyler's gone, I think they still have Jacoby Brissett over in Arizona, but maybe Malik Willis goes over there and they battle it out, because Jacoby Brissett played pretty good football, you know what I mean? I mean, their team didn't play well, but he set a couple.
So you're saying maybe a swap, like Malik goes over to Arizona?
Yeah, maybe. I think that's I think that's
because there's links of possibly Kyler going to Minnesota. That's because they're not sold on 9. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. For good reason.
Yeah. It's like one day it's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of thing. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So you're saying Arizona, I'm saying maybe Minnesota-ish, maybe the Jets. Maybe the Jets, you know? Mm-hmm. And then we got Jalen Phillips, right? Traded from the Dolphins to the Eagles. I believe that he is going to re-sign with Philly. Yep. Because they were in the Max Crosby hunt, and I don't think he wants too much money, and he did make an impact when he came.
Absolutely.
So I believe he's going to re-sign with the Eagles, you know, maybe for a 2-year, maybe $50 million, something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree. I think he's going to stay in Philly. This was, I think they've got, especially with Cooper, Dijon in there too, you know.
Yeah.
I think from the start I thought he was always going to go back to Philly. Can I see another team going after him and trying to outbid Philly? Maybe, but my top spot for him is going to probably be staying in Philly.
Yeah. Once Max Crosby went, because they already have Jalix Hunt. You know what I mean? They have another D, and they probably can draft somebody. You know, but all right, who do we got? We got Tyler Linderbaum. I would have said Chicago, but teams that need a center. You know, well, look at your Patriots.
I was
They could
gonna
use a
say
center.
Patriots now need a center, and Patriots have like a very young team, and so like he's 26, so I mean it could fit. Another team that obviously needs an offensive line. Anybody out there ever is
Right.
the Chargers. I mean they need a line so bad. Any like top draft pick that's a lineman, any free agent that's a lineman. Like my first thought is they're going to the Chargers because that's the Chargers need to. The only thing they should be doing in the offseason is getting.
I forget about the Chargers. Yeah,
Oh my
they
God.
need a complete offensive line.
Everybody.
You know,
They just there's it's like that's all they should be looking at. They shouldn't be looking at anybody else other than linemen in the
Right.
entire offseason.
Big uglies, we'll say.
So my top spot for them is going to be the Chargers because the Chargers should
Okay.
be going after linemen. And
All right, I'm going Patriot. I'm going to put him in the Patriots. You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right. Now Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray will be a free agent as of I think tomorrow. I think tomorrow no, it's March 11th. March 11th.
Okay.
So it's free agency. So that's Wednesday, right?
Yep.
That's the official start of the new season. Like Jets, Minnesota.
I was gonna say I liked your thought on the Minnesota. I think that could be a good fit. I've also started hearing some stuff. I mean, I'm sure it's a joke just online going around, but who knows? Maybe he switches the football cleats for baseball cleats and he goes back to the
I
athletics.
saw that because he's still under contract. He was drafted by
Yep.
the. Oh yeah, I did
Athletics,
see
yeah.
that.
So
Why
who
not?
knows?
Why
Yeah,
not?
right. Yeah, get into a new. And he was a very good baseball player in college. I mean, obviously to get drafted, he was a very good baseball player. Who knows? You can make a lot of money in baseball. So we'll see what
Dude,
happens with that.
A little chiller, a little after playing baseball. It's a little. You hurt a lot.
Yep.
It's a little chiller. Maybe forget about things for a while. Put on some. Put on the old glove. Know. All right, Alec Pierce. He signed his, or I don't know if he signed it, but he's on. He franchise tagged.
Yep.
Trey Hendrickson. So here's the big one from last year.
Yep.
Now officially a free agent. Dude, I know he puts up numbers. He's getting older.
Yes.
I'm not sure because it's not like he played last year and he's like, I just got to get through this year. He probably wasn't trying to kill it.
Yep.
But some of these players also do try to kill it because they know they're going to be a contract year.
Yep.
Maybe he's just hoping that his seasons before, because I mean he was always number 2 in sacks.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But he's getting older.
Absolutely.
I think he wants money. I think that's going to be the problem with him. Mm-hmm. I could see Dallas throwing some money at him. You know what I mean?
I was thinking Dallas could be a team after obviously losing out on Max Crosby. Could be
Yeah.
Dallas. Patriots. We need a couple guys coming off the edge. I wouldn't be surprised, but I as a fan, I don't exactly know because I think you're right. I think he is going to want a lot of money.
Right.
But I wouldn't be shocked, especially with Vrabel just being the defensive head coach that he is. I think he looks primarily to work around the defense during the offseason instead of the offense.
Yeah.
I mean, our offense is young. They're going to get older. That's not really much that you need to tinker with. They're going to learn. They're going to grow. So, defense is where, we have a very good defense at times, and we also have a very poor defense at times. So, in the playoffs, I mean, had a great defense all the way up until the Super Bowl, pretty much. But honestly, even in the Super Bowl, they were.
But you go 3 and out. Doesn't matter.
Nope.
That's. I don't think their defense had anything to do with that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So
you go 3 and out 8 times.
yeah, exactly.
It's just you can never sit down. You know.
Right, and they played well in the Super Bowl. I mean, holding them to how many field goals they did. So they played well. I wouldn't be surprised if they make another addition, but I'm not going to say he's going to go there.
Right.
I like your Dallas. They can throw a lot of money at him. There's not many. I think you're right in the fact that he's just going to ask for a lot of money, and who's going to spend it for an aging defensive end. But
Yeah, I did see. I think it was like the Texans or the Titans. The Titans could go for him because they have a big cap space.
They have a lot of
I
money.
think they're the number one. I mean, the Jets are up there. The Raiders were up there. The Patriots weren't. They have money to throw around too.
They've got money. Yep.
They were top 10, I believe, in money.
Yeah.
You know, but all right, what else we got here? We got Devin Lloyd. Kenneth
K9.
Walker.
K9. Yeah.
Let's talk about Kenneth Walker. Yeah. I don't know if he goes back, dude.
Me neither. I don't
because
think he does it.
Charbonnet was the number one. I think if they were to sign him, they would have signed him already. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a million teams that could use him. You know what I mean? I think Seattle would be dumb to not sign him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But
I mean, the way they worked together, him and Charbonnet, they were an incredible duo. So I mean, it just doesn't look like he's going to go back though right now.
Right.
It's just like
right.
What's been going on, everything that I've seen at least, it just kind of seems like he's going to pack up and go somewhere. Where he goes, I don't know. It's up in the air completely for me on Kenneth Walker.
Right. Oh yeah. It looks like I'm frozen, right? You can see that. You can hear me, right?
Oh yeah, I haven't even been. I've just been looking at the free agent. I haven't even looked at you up there. Yeah, you are frozen. I can hear you though.
If I'm still frozen. Oh yeah, I'm froze.
Yeah, now you're just a black screen.
You can hear me though, right?
I can hear you.
Sweet. I think I'm.
Now it's just me.
Hey, I think I'm there though. I think you can hear me though, right?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's just me me on the screen now.
Oh, you can definitely hear me.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
A live show.
Let's see if I could do something. Oh, I can't. No, I didn't. Yeah, I don't know what happened. My camera went kablooey. Let's see. Not that it matters. Yeah, my camera's frozen on every end here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
But luckily, we were wrapping
Hey, you're
this
back.
up.
Hey, you're back.
Am I?
You're
oh,
back.
hey.
Just in the nick of time to wrap things up.
Wow. Well, we were going to wrap it up anyway. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah.
Oh, there was one more that I wanted to talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
The Texans with who was it? Hunter, the D lineman who they've re-signed 1 year, $40 million.
40 mil for 1 year? I didn't see that.
1 year, $40 million. So back to the Texans. Because like my friend, when he sent that into the group chat, I was like, all right, that's got to be. I mean, $40 million for 1 year is, mind blown. And I looked it up and everything. I mean, $40. It included like a huge signing bonus with it. Like it was. And he's a great player. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
And he's a big part of that Texans defense. But holy moly, $40 million for 1 year. It kind of like I don't even know how the team like comes up with that number and like decide to agree. It's like, okay, yeah, we'll give you $40 million for the 1 year.
Right.
And then he's gonna have an incredible season, and then they're gonna have to re-sign him again.
Oh yeah. $40 million. Yeah, because
$40 million.
What's his face there from the Bengals that we were just talking about?
Trey Hendrickson.
He was $30 million 1 year. $30 million was that? Was it? It was.
Yeah,
That's
something
what
like
it
that.
was last year.
Yeah, it's just some of these like contracts where like they blow my mind sometimes. Where it's like Saquon and just like, and I get it, running backs are a little bit more disposable and they don't have longer like stuff like that. I get that.
Right.
But $40 million compared to like Saquon's or like a very good running backs in like the low tens, like a $12 million or something. It's like. It's mind-blowing to me, but yeah, $40 million for 1 year, which when I saw that, I was like, oh, I definitely want to bring that up because that's a large number.
Yeah, I don't know how I missed that. Oh, wow. So I got a kind of a funny story as we're kind of wrapping it up to get out of here.
Sure.
All right, so I went skiing. Me and Maz went skiing on Saturday or Friday. Did a little school skipping, you know what I mean?
Nice. Well, hooky.
You know. So, dude, I've never heard of this happening. I've never seen it happen. So, I got some older equipment, right?
Yep.
And there's actually video of it, and I'll find it. I have Mazzy wears a GoPro.
Yep.
So we come down off the top, and I come ripping around this corner. And all of a sudden, I'm like, that feels weird. Okay. And then all of a sudden, that feels really weird. So, dude, the bottom of my boot that clips into my bindings broke. The bottom of my boot, like it's like ripping the sole off, the rubber off your shoe.
Yep.
Dude, so my boot broke. I'm like, now I have 1 foot. I was like, I felt like Lane Meyer. I'm like, I gotta Lane Meyer down this hill. Mass kept being like, he's skiing on one ski. So anyway, I'll get that video for next time and put it up.
Perfect.
But Zach, dude, next week's gonna be crazy. I feel like we're gonna have a lot to talk about. Free agency starts on Wednesday. Any last words before we get out of here?
Everybody go and like and that video that we put up, the funniest moments of 2025. That was a good video. Make sure you're watching that. Tune in next week, because with free agency, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of stuff happen this week. So tune in next Sunday. We'll be on, and hopefully we see some big signings.
Big signings. Check out the old episode. Sutton Motorsports got a new episode out. Stone Entertainment's got a new episode. Fishing with J-Dub is craving with his peanuts on his boat. We got it all going on. Check out Randy D with Blue Line Bigfoot. Everybody, we're out of here. All right, man. Peace out.
A little taste of the cowboy. A little taste of the cowboy.